What is up, y'all? It's your boy, Aaron Raphael Amin, DMing for the wonderful Riley, JC, and Ibrahim. That kind of rhymes, so that's kind of cool. And happy Pride Month, everyone. Hope you guys are celebrating. Donate to, your local or your favorite Pride charities. Go to the Pride parades. Let's just do it and, really give some love to the LGBTQ community, because I'm sure there is a lot of us in the D&D community. There's a Venn diagram, and it's almost a circle, I'm pretty sure. Is that something I shouldn't say? I don't know. Cancel me if you need to.
Jesus. Don't cancel him.
I'm trying to spread love, but if that's a hot take, let me know. I've seen the memes, but I might be on the wrong side of the memes. Anyway, shouts out to our homies, Dice Legion Dice. Get 10% off on us. They got really cool dice. They're always updating. They're always getting new stuff. And so we can show you guys some new material here soon. Check out Mates of Fate. They're always killing it, doing the most wonderful streams. They have a lot going on. They also have really cool donations and just events that they do, so please check them out. TT Tom's always doing cool homebrew stuff. I know he has a campaign either going or coming up, so keep on the eye out for that. He's a wonderful DM. And check out the Magic Shop. He has some really cool merchandise that you guys can procure. And as always, Beyond the Review podcast, some local homies who help inspire us and go forward with what we do here. And with that, I don't know, man. I think it's time. We've been up to some stuff, and I think there's some stuff that should be addressed. There's a looming conversation. It sounds like, I don't know, someone's mad. People are mad.
Nauseous.
Did you say nauseous?
I'm nauseous.
You're
Well,
nauseous?
the city got blown up, so I hope people are mad.
Yeah. So, recap time. The Cloud Chorus. A night generally jovial and full of song, sapped of its fervor by the Red Wizards, by a dragon named Kolarat, and by a heist inside the Othian Palace. The kingdom of Weisgard burns under Narissa and the Aether's watch, doing what they could to stave off this attack on the Zytlos Amphitheater where the Cloud Chorus was staged. Meanwhile, Cain, Airsid, and the Midnight Carnival, the underlings of the Oblivion's March, inside Othia's palace, are met with a personal grudge by the name of Nyadis the Nightbringer. A combat ensued, and in a moment of revenge and personal justice, Cain took the life of the Queen's confidant and of the essentially law of Weisgard. In doing so, he also managed to procure the blue orb. Well, they also managed to procure the blue orb that they went in there for, but not without betraying the Midnight Carnival, who was so caring enough to get them in. Guards appeared into the Othian treasure room, and Airsid, with his magical item, teleported Cain and himself quickly out of the palace. The party regrouped, but not with enough time to really soak in the events of the night. And so, on the morning of the new month, of a new dawn, the first of the Piscean moon, we find Kairos together in the Giant's Rest.
Oh, we are together?
I mean, was there anything you guys wanted to do last night?
I'm just with Sallow, technically.
Yeah, she flew up and looked at the sunrise.
Would you bring Sallow with you? Is there anything
I want to
you
talk to
do?
him before I leave.
Okay, awesome.
And go back to talk to them.
I'm jumping the gun here, guys. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Not apologizing to you. I'm apologizing to our viewers. Thank you.
Jeez.
Dang, okay, never mind.
Apology rescinded. Oh, I'm just playing. As you find yourself in the sky, below you is turmoil, and above you is something serene that you would almost call peace if it wasn't for the fact that you still live in the real world. You and Sallow coast the skies on your newfound wings.
I thought the clouds were going to be like fluffy. I guess that's my fault.
Well, I'm not exactly sure what clouds are supposed to feel like.
They're wet.
Indeed.
I'll take them down to like where we had that date by the water.
Sure.
I'll fly down and like land there.
Okay.
So that it's easier to talk, I'm sure.
The sounds of the coast lapping up against the shore is calming, but in betwixt the sea breeze, the smell of smoke still lingers.
Just land. You asked here if you could trust me.
I
Just
did?
me, not my friends, right?
Well, I mean, in that moment, I wasn't thinking of you all as a guild. I was only thinking of you.
Think of it like that right now.
What exactly does that mean?
You do trust me, right?
Marissa, what's the matter? And he grabs your hand and looks you in the eyes. I have no reason to not trust you. You and I just stared death in the face.
I'm gonna tell you something very vulnerable right now. When I used to think of my future, I didn't picture anything. I never have. Up until very recently, I didn't think I had one. I was a person who was supposed to define themselves by their victories and then die in battle. Nothing more. But all of this and everything here has made me feel like I can be more than they made me. But it's slipping away so fast, out of my hands, and I can't hold on to it fast enough, and I don't know what to do.
What do you mean, Narissa? Last night, today, every time I've seen you, you've been nothing less than a paragon of kindness.
It's not me. Cain and Ersid, they get lost in themselves. And they've done something that I don't know if it can be fixed. And I'm scared.
Narissa, and he pulls you closer. What are you talking about?
If I tell you, you're gonna have to do something about it, and that's not fair.
If you don't tell me, then why did you start this way? You told me you were being vulnerable. You can't leave me hanging like this. I can't help you if I don't know.
And she just starts like full sobbing.
And he lets go of your hand and brings you into a tight hug, a place that feels safe.
They killed Nyadis.
And you can feel his body become a tad rigid before he relaxes again. I understand what you're saying now.
and I know why. I know why they did it, but if I had been there, then it wouldn't have happened, and maybe I could have stopped it, but I can't be two places at once, and I just thought that maybe they understood. But maybe they're still kids. And I never got to be one, so I don't know what it's like not to be saddled with so much responsibility.
Marissa, you must understand. This isn't your fault. You weren't there. How could you have known? If I ask you right now, was that the plan all along?
No. My understanding was they were supposed to go in there and take that orb because there was someone else trying to steal it. We wanted to keep it
Marissa.
safe.
I don't know how much more of this conversation we can have. And he kind of lets go, and he's holding you by the waist as he looks down at the sand, glowing in the colors of the dawn. The more I know, the worse it all looks. Don't take this as me wanting to not side with you, but I need you to trust me right now, Nerissa, when I say it may be best that we are apart until this information, unfortunately, comes to light. What will you do, Nerissa?
I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
What do you want to do, Nerissa? There are no responsibilities here. Only those that belong to yourself alone.
I want to fix it, but it might be too broken. I don't want to run. I did nothing wrong. I shouldn't have to. But I don't want them to get hurt.
And he brings you closer again. Nerissa, trust me when I say I will do everything in my power to assuage any final verdicts. And that comes with you and your friends facing this head on. Because if you run, there will be nothing I can do for you. And I do not want to see you on the other side of the battlefield.
Then I'll convince them.
And he just holds you silently as it feels like eons pass. He finally lets go. And he kisses you one last time.
One last time.
I believe in you, Nerissa. And if you believe in them, then my trust will extend so far.
Thank you.
And he takes his leave.
She like wipes. Like with both bombs.
I motion for inspiration for JC's performance there.
Let's go. Let's
Thank
go.
you.
Absolutely,
Second.
100%. Did it get both of you?
What? No, there's just
those
something
eyes.
in my eye.
Masculinity strikes again.
Not the masculinity, bro.
Look, if anyone ever is questioning my comfortability with my masculinity, they can just watch this fucking stream.
See, bro, I be crying on stream all the
Oh,
time.
man. That's so funny. Let's see. Ersid and Kane, you guys were kind of staggered going back to the Giant's Rest.
Yeah. God.
Ersid, you were just hanging out with Uwasa, right?
Yeah.
Was there anything you were trying to do on the way back to your room?
Nope, I was just enjoying this moment. I had intentions of doing a more proper debrief with Kane in a more secluded area.
Huh. Okay. Understood. Kane, you get to the Giant's Rest first. You're in an empty room. Something that feels so close yet so far away. Adrenaline still rushing in your body. And finally, Umbra kind of wraps their little arms around your neck and just gives you a small hug. And you feel a mix of emotions. You feel a mix of sorrow and almost disappointment. But there's also a comforting energy there, an understanding that you are living your truest life at the moment, and that someone knows that their son has the power to change the world. And in doing so, some hard decisions must be made. And in this moment of thought and feeling combined with each other, something that you could not express between anyone but you and Umbra, how deep your connection goes, it is broken by the sound of the wooden latches opening, and Ersid and Uwasa step in. And you can see Uwasa's all like rosy cheeked, and Ersid's hair is a little redder than it was before.
I like the idea that his hair changes colors.
That's how I blush.
Yeah.
That's how you blush.
That's canon now. That's canon.
Okay, cool.
Hair gets redder.
Just look up and smile at them.
I'd like to roll insight on Kane to see how genuine that smile is.
Kane, roll persuasion or deception, your choice.
Okay. Um. 12.
22.
12:22.
The smile it's genuine, but it's also a little envious.
Rough, buddy. My girlfriend turned into the moon.
Hey there, mate. And I look at Uwasa, and I sign to her if she can go, maybe just give us a moment, maybe go get us some drinks from the bar, if she would be so kind.
Let's see. I want you to roll performance. I assume you're getting her away so you can talk to Kane alone.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, roll performance, please.
17 plus 0. 17.
Something tells me that Uwasa's not catching up to you. So she just kind of shrugs, asks what you want. You give her an order, and she heads out.
Okay.
So,
So wait, what was that all in sign though?
Yes.
Okay.
You're doing, I mean, you're asking pretty like simple stuff.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be like roll, but like you've been getting more and more proficient, especially since you're spending time with her. I think this is a simple enough ask that I don't have to be like roll, you know?
But like, okay, wait, but she wasn't like, didn't think that I was like just barking orders at her though, right?
No.
Okay.
You were
Okay.
quite clear with what you want. When I said an order, I meant like an ale, 2 wines, like an actual order.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Okay.
All right, back in it. So, mate, I didn't know really what to say. I'm just really sorry that it turned out this way, but I mean, if you ask me, I feel like this was one of the better outcomes. I mean, minus the potential repercussions that will befall us given the particular assailant that we dismembered. Other than that,
I mean, that's the one upside for me personally. What I didn't want to do was lose that connection with Val. I mean, it felt like, I don't know, it might have been different that time. Maybe she was playing me a fool again.
I know that it meant a lot to you. I can't shake the feeling that if she was the one to walk away with the orb, that everything that we would have worked for here would have been for naught.
Well, unless we pin the death of Neatus on them, I feel like it's done either way. They're not going to trust us anymore.
Why? Because we took the orb.
Because we killed their...
Oh, right. Yeah. Right. Well, about that, I was thinking, if they need to hate someone, it can be me, or it can be us. As long as the agreement that the Speaker and Vice Guard and Burnwell all had together stays the same, if that means that I become an outcast, then at least that makes me feel a lot better, that the world is a little better,
Yeah.
even at my expense. Now, I know you're not usually the one for the heroic sacrifices, but that's just how I feel.
I mean, they already don't like me.
Yeah,
And
so
so,
fuck 'em.
so, I mean, that's how I've always felt, but I went along with that plan for you and Narissa because, I mean, you guys are my family now, and so I wanted to do right by you. I don't know, it's all fucked.
Well, it's all fucked because, I mean, we didn't expect Natus to be there.
No.
And the plan wasn't. to kill him, obviously. But I can't imagine a scenario.
Where we don't.
I mean, well, yeah. I mean, it's either that or he throws us in the stocks and guillotines us. I mean, at that point we were truly stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Yeah. He's rambling on about a choice. Who knows what he meant?
Well, I just want to say that whatever the outcome, I appreciate that you had me back, and I've got yours. And if that means that you and we have to live on the run again, even though we had the taste of the sweet life, well, that's all right by me.
Only a taste. I'll stand up and give him a hug.
I embrace.
I return embrace.
And it's a cherished moment between the two of you. Something that I think will leave its mark on your memories for ages to come. And it's interrupted by Uwasa and a couple of drinks.
Nice. Tell her thank you.
She smiles and just kind of nudges up against you. She finds a seat. She's just kind of looking out the window, and she looks at you guys and she signs at Ersid. Where's Narissa?
I didn't know at the moment. And I look over at Kane and Narissa. She said she was gonna join us back here, or no?
I think so. I would assume so. I don't know where else she's gonna go or what else she's gonna do.
Yeah.
The door flies off the hinges.
Really?
No. I fucking roundhouse kick both of you.
Damn. That's one way to say hi. And time passes with your drinks, small talk. You kind of look outside the windows and you can still hear the rescue efforts of Weisgard and the denizens of Dare Mole going on. Narissa, as you walk through the streets, you start to see them setting up camps and taking people on like makeshift gurneys everywhere in the city, where it's to other people's homes, to Dare Mole, to the Waves District, to the Cloud District, like it's everywhere. As you make your way back to the Giant's Rest.
She takes a deep breath. Don't be meaner than you have to be. Open. Are you guys like sitting in the...
Are you guys in your room? Or did you?
Room.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in the room.
Okay, I hop behind the bar. I grab the absinthe.
Damn.
Jesus.
Damn, it's gonna be one of those days, huh?
Yep. Gonna walk up to the room. Drink the entire thing.
Contract.
I'm fine, bro.
Contract. She's gotta make a contract.
She's fucking immune.
Oh, you're immune to poison. What the fuck? What's the point even? What even does it do anything to
It's
you?
the thought that counts.
It's not. It's the poetry is what it's worth.
I throw it at the far end of the wall and break it.
Jeez.
Jesus Christ.
And then I open the door.
You guys hear a as a bottle crashes outside,
Uh-oh.
and the door swings open with a little heft behind it. And behind it, the door, standing there is Narissa as she walks in.
Hey. Marissa.
Now listen. No, I don't want to start.
I was
that
gonna
way.
say, is that how you want to
No, that's not where I want to start. No,
That's how I started it, for sure.
No, listen.
Um,
No, you listen.
Hey,
Hello.
how's your boyfriend? Is he doing alright? I ask genuinely, as genuinely as possible.
Doing about
I'm-
as well as any of us right now.
Mm-hmm.
How about you?
I've been better. That's for sure.
Same.
I don't want to yell at you. I don't think it will help anything. But I think you can tell that I'm mad.
Yeah.
And do you know why?
Well, I'm gonna have to assume it would be the events that transpired last night.
Of course.
Uh-huh.
And I will say to you that you cannot convince me that I did the wrong thing.
I guess I'm not trying to. You're free to do whatever you want. Even if it hurts me. And Uwasa. And everything we've built here. Then what was the point? I'm not saying you shouldn't have killed him. But there wasn't a better time. You couldn't have waited. Where is your patience? This isn't even about me. It's... What have you done to yourself?
Well, Nerissa, what would you have had us do?
What I would have done
Mm-hmm.
is killed tragedy. I would have sided with him for the moment. I know that's not what you want to hear. And so I suppose that nobody is at fault when it comes to your feelings. But I'm trying to shoulder burdens bigger than myself.
I don't mean to devalue the pressure from the burdens that you claim you carry. But I just would like to say that I think that we all are carrying big burdens bigger than ourselves. I mean, being put into a situation where Kane has to make the choice between a friend that he cares deeply about or the preservation of whatever political standings we keep. I mean, that's a burden.
I understand. But I killed Uren, did I not? I will kill my brother, even though I love him more than any of you, and he doesn't love me back.
So would you kill us too, Nerissa? If it meant peace.
I would kill myself
For what?
for the greater good.
I look around and I see no greater good. What? This peace is the greatest good. You're assuming.
It's all we have.
A fleeting hope?
If you didn't believe in it, Then why did we try so
I
hard?
did it for you. I did it for Airsid. And I did it for myself. And for my mother. But put in the situation between killing the woman I love or killing the man who murdered my mom, I'm killing him every time. Peace be damned. I do not care.
And Uwasa kind of rushes in, and Ersid, you see her signing frantically. Her face is awash with tears and blush. And you can understand her in this moment, and she just asks, why does anyone have to die? Why do we have to kill someone in every single choice that has been made?
I didn't know it was.
You don't have to feel bad. Either of you. I'm not asking for that. I don't want you to take it back. But if you set this funeral pyre for your mother, don't burn me in it. Don't burn Uwasa in it. I just wanted us to be a family. It's all I've ever had. And I'm just scared right now. That's why I'm angry.
Well, let me tell you from personal experience, families, they can have their disagreements, but that doesn't exclude or preclude the possibility of recompense afterwards. I mean, I hope it goes without saying, Nerissa, that Kane and I had... Obviously, we're never trying to hurt you or Uwasa. That wasn't the intention.
I know. I just want you to have the answer. To be able to fix it.
I wish I did. I wish anyone did. But maybe it's not so much who has the answer, but maybe we should ask if there even is one.
What would you do about it now?
We'll deal with the repercussions as they come. There is nothing to do. They will find out. They will choose whatever justice they see fit. And we'll talk to them.
There's only so many variations that I can calculate. One of them being, we let them come, we let them take us, and we deal with the repercussions. And we plead our case, and in that scenario, either it works out for us or it doesn't. And additionally, either it works out for the peace accords or it doesn't. And then the alternative is we run. Not suggesting that that's my preferred option, just these are the options. But I'm a man of my word, and I want peace. So I'm going to try. So I guess we wait. And I finish my ale very dramatically.
I will also add this. If you are so hoping for this peace, if they truly want it, one slain knight of the King's Guard should not neglect this peace.
It will be fixed, one way or another. I will not abandon you in there.
Well, that makes me feel better.
And this melancholic moment sits in the air for some time. Uwasa kind of comes up to you, Narissa, and just gives you a big hug, kind of ignoring the other two.
She's just been crying for fucking hours.
And once again, the silence is broken with a knock at the door.
Dang.
You hear many footsteps proceeding.
Did we get a short rest at least?
I don't know about that. Well, first off, I want you guys to roll for exhaustion.
Jesus Christ.
Is it a con save?
Yes.
You get a +1 to it.
18.
21.
20. Dirty.
You guys are not exhausted.
Pushing.
A short rest? I don't know about
Like-
that.
30, 45 minutes, you don't think?
I don't.
What constitutes a short rest? It's just like an hour, right?
It's
You
an
don't think
hour with like nothing going on. If this conversation takes place during, you guys can have a short rest. I don't know what you guys are trying to do with it, but I'll let you have it.
All right, then I'll
Rest.
have yeah, rest. Let me look at my
I mean, the only benefit I get is, just HP. I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know what it's gonna do for you guys, but I'll let you have it. If it happens to do something cool for you, cool.
I don't know, it gives warlocks their spell slots back, so
I know what it does for Kane.
What's a rogue? A D8?
Yeah.
I can use my channel divinity and then I can take a short rest and use it again.
Sure.
Do you want to use
Get
it
a spell
beforehand?
slot back, so that's
You
what I
didn't
would
use
do.
that during your combat?
No.
Okay.
So I'll just do that.
Okay.
So when you do a short rest, it's 2 hit die plus your con per die.
It's up to half your hit die plus your con per die.
God.
So if y'all need some health back,
I used 2.
okay, no problem. I'll wait till you guys are officially done.
Okay.
Okay, everyone's good.
Believe
Yeah.
so.
All right, we're back. You do hear a knock at the door, preceded by many footsteps. Erson, you certainly hear the sound of armor.
Well, they're here. Who wants to take the lead?
I will.
And
Okay.
I'll open the door.
and the stone effigy of the Etir, Yuri Sadmal, stands in front of you.
Now that's kind of embarrassing.
You have been ordered by direct credence of the Holy Mother to be held behind bars and tried in holy court as Kairos. Please. And she looked you in the eyes, Cain. The easier you come, the easier this will be.
Easy enough.
And I kind of just like, like you're sitting on the bed and you swing your whole body to get up.
Yeah. You just kind of...
All right.
Mm-hmm.
And she steps back, and the Queen's Guard rushes the room, and they put you all, including in Uwasa, in the anti-magic shackles.
God.
And they escort you through the mess of Viceguard Kingdom to the Palace of Athia. Eyes are trained on you from all races, from all sides, from all creeds, as Kairos, in shackles, is taken to a very familiar dungeon. You are left there to sit behind bars. You don't know how much time has passed.
I fall asleep instantly.
Sitting in the dark, sleeping, waking up. No one there to speak to you. Sleeping, waking up, again and again. Is
Are
it
we in
night?
the same cell together?
No. You guys could probably hear each other.
Mm-hmm.
And like at first it's kind of hard because when you enter these cells, it is just darkness. Your eyes have so much trouble adjusting, but after so much time here, you finally get to see through the bars, and you see an assortment of torturing tools, be it Iron Maidens, being hooks on chains, being a wedge that splits you apart from your underbelly. So many different things, and you smell the crusted and dried scent of blood mixed with the dankness of the dungeon that you may fear will become your home after a good while.
Nobody knows.
I know, I was gonna say
the
singing
trouble
some
I
fucking
see.
song.
Nobody knows.
99 torture machines on the wall. 99 torture machines.
Show me the way to go home. I'm tired and I wanna go to bed. And I had a little drink about an hour ago.
And Uwasa whistles some tunes here and there. And the singing is really the only thing pushing your morale. Until
We harmonize.
you guys end up making your own songs. You guys are a band now. You hear a large door open. It shuts. Another door opens, and even in this darkness, the darkness behind the doorway feels like light, as there are small glints of some sort of light or glow that starts to spray across the metal of these torture devices. It's reddish in color, and you soon realize it to be flame. And you see long gray fingers tapping against the bar. Passing all the way from one end to another. You see a silhouette of robes, and you catch the slightest glint of armor under them. Long, ratty black hair flowing all the way to the ground.
Is that the torturer? It's Mr. Torture.
Go ahead. You started to speak, and now I'm interested.
Is that a shower?
You are the ones who failed Yadis.
How'd it be?
Well, to be more specific, Nerissa and Uwasa had nothing to do with it.
That's fair.
You have no need to tell me. I am not the one who tries you. However, I am the one who holds a grudge.
What are you, like Yadis' fanboy?
And they turn, and from what you can see, you see a softer jawline, eyes that glint with an unnatural yellow against the flame, black lips, and a button nose, ratty hair falling in front of all of it. You see accents of purple scarves and tassels falling down and draping on the ground just like their hair as they flash a set of keys and begin to unlock all the dungeons. It's been a long time since you guys have had food.
Oh my god.
Are you feeding me? If you're not, I might just eat you.
And you smell something not unappetizing as you're presented each with a bowl of porridge. It's been a few days.
Mm-hmm.
I will be back. As they lock the
Good
cells
sir.
again.
What is your name?
Ma'am.
Oh no, good one.
Hard to tell in the dark.
I am the one known as Madeline, the Night Flower.
Are you like his daughter? Yadis fucked.
And she leaves.
His fucking wife.
Maybe. He had like a weird, creepy wife. We've had a long rest now, I guess. Since we've been sleeping in here for days.
A
You guys
long
have
rest,
had a
and
long
then
rest, but you guys have
exhaustion.
not been eating. I'm
Okay,
gonna say you
so-
guys are at one point of exhaustion
Okay.
after the meal.
God.
Okay.
Oh
They need
god.
to feed us in here. My abs have abs.
What?
We're just that dehydrated.
Yeah.
What was her first name?
Madeline.
I wish instead they would just, torture us. I mean, that would be fine, honestly. This is worse.
I don't think so.
You don't? I don't know.
It depends on how long they keep this up.
That's
for.
what I mean.
So we have a point of exhaustion.
Yes.
Oh, good lord.
I know.
Can you mark that on D&D Beyond?
You can.
You should be able to in the conditions.
But we have all of our HP back, I guess.
Yes.
We're just exhausted. Okay.
Yes.
Oh my god! I can add. Wow, I didn't know that. Okay.
Learn something new every day. And time continues to pass again. And Again,
Jesus Lord.
the night flower appears.
Oh, good lord.
I have brought you more rations. Much is being deliberated about you for.
Sure.
Yeah.
Will we get to defend ourselves, or
They
is
just gotta.
everything being done without us?
Enjoy your food.
Mm-hmm.
It would be nice if you could bring more of it.
Night flower.
They stop.
Do you have relations, Tiniadus?
I did.
What were they?
It doesn't matter now that he's gone. Now does it?
I suppose not.
Y'all can't revive
And
him.
they walk off.
Erase dead his ass. Then
No.
it's fine. It's like it never even happened. Just Control Z.
Flashback.
Flashback. We raised dead Yadis.
No, you guys are out. Calm down.
All right.
And again, time passes.
Oh my god. It sucks.
Don't do it.
What?
Until finally you hear the doors open once again. This time,
Languishing.
many footsteps follow Madeline, the night flower. And as she opens up your cells, you are assigned each a guard as they carry you to the throne room. Or lead you, I should say.
It's like hopefully,
I know,
literally
it's
carrying
like
me.
actually carry me. You know what? This whole thing is actually nice. Just in the dark alone, we can still talk to each other. Other than the fact they don't feed us anything, we're just chilling.
Let me see, give me just a second.
But you know, I'm a glass half full kind of gal.
I guess so.
After you've let it all out.
Yeah, she's okay now.
I think this would probably be a good time for me to make a bathroom break. I'm sorry. This is totally my fault. Should have gone before we started.
No, it's cool. I'll
We
go
can
too.
we
then.
can take a little break then.
Bastard.
See you guys
I
in
just
a bit.
I feel like we're gonna get into it
Yeah,
really
we
quick.
are.
So
Yeah, no, that's okay.
all right, I'll be right back.
Okay, we'll be here. Is that happening?
Maybe lose my phone.
Okay, I was gonna say, so I don't think it's mine.
All right. With a little bit of echo, we are back online. Thanks for hanging with us. If you took your own breaks, we totally understand. So what up to everyone who's back? And let's get back to it. As you are all
Still nauseous.
pulled into the throne room of the Yothian Palace, and seated is Mother Seraphim in a white veil, a hat gilded in silver waves, and robes that descend like the clouds down the steps from her throne. You see up in the rafters are the Aetir. Suffice those who went to Burnwell. King Iltar and Rutherford meet your gaze with a very not disappointed, but sad and unsure look. And surprisingly enough, Emperor Mahoa Hamutana and advisor Waipo are still present. And there's a chair in front of the throne. And seated there, with their heads stitched back on, is Nyedas the Nightbringer.
Okay, they did. They really did. They did Control Z. Okay.
They fucking
Oh my god.
mountained this motherfucker.
Oh
I throw up
my god.
in my mouth.
Oh my god.
I don't puke on the floor. That makes me look guilty.
Wow. You really threw me there for a loop. I was not expecting that.
I
don't know what you're expecting.
suck it back in.
And stepping in between you all is Madeline. And you finally see her in broad daylight, and she's almost like a dark cloud hanging over a bad day. Every single step of hers is silent, and she looks back at you all, and you finally see those same eerie golden eyes like a predator ready to strike as she flicks her hand towards you all. And you are stuck in silence. A golden ring surrounds
Are we
the
being
lot
charmed?
of you. This is not a
It's
charm.
a silence spell.
Oh,
I
okay.
think. She said, "Shut the fuck up." Okay. All right. Goddamn.
Oh no. Oh, I can't see what's happening.
Fancy seeing you here, not dead.
Yeah, good thing she silenced us, because I would have been like, yes!
Oh my god! That's so crazy.
And for the purpose of this, unless you guys really, really want to make all your saves, this is the zone of truth. And I assume you will be in there until it takes effect.
Okay.
We're just gonna keep saving against it.
If you would
Is what
like,
you're
that's how
saying.
the spell works.
We have to?
It is not a willing save.
What does that mean?
You
Wait,
can't
I'm
be
sorry,
a
I'm
willing
sorry, what
creature
are you-
in the
what
zone
are you
of
trying
truth.
to
Okay.
say?
Yeah,
So I have to?
essentially. So I assume you're comfortable just staying in there until it procs. Or do you guys
Yeah,
want to
I'll
roll
just.
save?
I keep walking out and back into it.
No,
I-
you just sit in there.
Oh, until it works?
Yeah,
I am curious. We don't have to do it. I just want to see how many times it would take.
sure.
Wait, yeah, what's the save?
I'm gonna do it.
Okay,
I'm gonna do it.
Okay,
Two.
let's just. It took you two.
2.
Okay.
2 times to fail.
Don't forget, it's a disadvantage because
No, that's later.
not because we're exhausted.
Yeah, that's third level of
Yeah, that's-
exhaustion. You guys are only level 1.
What's the save?
It's a charisma save.
Wisdom?
Sure, a fail.
Charisma.
It's charisma.
Yeah, it's charisma.
Charisma?
Yeah, I got a 4.
Oh, all right.
Nine?
Well, I got a 3.
Okay, and you guys only rolled once.
I only rolled once.
I only
got a
rolled
three.
It
Twice.
didn't take long. There's a
Sorry,
lot
yeah.
of zone of truth left. And as the guards, you kind of see them motion, and they all take their spears and shields and stand at attention. And you all see Madeline sort of waving her hands around Yadis as she sets down a burning pot of incense. And she looks over at you all, and as soon as the silence breaks, you hear Yadis breathe in all the incense as it fills his body, his helm still empty of the red eyes.
They put the helmet back on?
And never took it off.
Oh, that's just wild to me. Sorry. I'm just shook by that. That information scares me.
Wait, so is what you described, did it appear as though he was like not conscious and then smelled the burning pot of incense and then like was jolted awake?
No, she.
Yes. No,
Does he look alive?
no, you can
Okay.
see his skin is still
Okay, he's mad
pockmarked
dead.
and gray.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh no.
He looks like a corpse.
Okay.
This is so terrifying.
This is some magic that
Does
I
this
think
spell
would be frowned
look
upon.
familiar?
It's
Does the spell look familiar? Have you ever seen this spell used before?
he used it.
Potentially.
Oh,
Right?
you did.
Yeah, I had the orb. Is it?
Roll Arcana with advantage.
Okay.
I'm like, y'all, this is really fucking creepy.
$19.
19. You do recognize this as the Speak with Dead spell.
Okay.
Oh,
And-
thank God. I thought he was fucking alive.
Me too.
He just goes round two.
And he kind of like cocks his head and looks around the room. And he ends up focusing on you, Kane. What are you doing?
I'm just nervous.
You're showing me because your hands are behind your back.
I'm showing
You
you.
can hear the chains rattling. And Madeline, her sort of hunched shoulders and poor posture, turns and looks at you all with the one eye that escapes her strands of hair. Normally, we are not allowed to practice necromancy in these halls, if at all, in the kingdom of Weisgard. And she's whispering, but you can hear her voice echoing throughout the whole palace. But Yadis is special, and I have learned much from him. Even more so that he died the night of the Piscean moon. And she looks up at Mother Seraphine. These four may not, perhaps, live to see another day. Will you allow me to tell them secrets of Arthea? And Mother Seraphine nods silently.
Oh God. No. I'm so uncurious right now.
And she looks back at you all, her head jerking almost if it's about to fall off. Someone else perished the first of the Piscean moon millennia ago. You see the seven-pointed star. That does not stand for Arthea. this last point. There were 7 Yatna, 7 of her children. And Lenaxis, a traitor amongst them all, gave up the Yatna to Anam after she heard of Arthea's betrayal with the sea god Ulutil. Anam did not care, but her children did. And so that very night, they slayed this traitor. But being a god, he would not die so easily. And they gave him his home in the Twilight Vale, a place which exists beyond time and space, only to him. That's Nyadis amongst the Aetir. He does what they cannot do. And so as his apprentice, I am to take and feel his position. So, Nyadis, and he looks over. Did one of these individuals standing here slay you? Nyadis laughs. Yes.
Not the voice still. I mean, yeah, but like.
A boy. The one foreign to the world. And she looks around and looks at you, Kane. No offense, but you are the only one here who still looks like a boy. Nyadis, why were you in the treasure room the night of the Cloud Chorus? And he kind of looks around and looks sort of just at the ground. I had been told of a carnival, one with its final act in the palace. I was not going to miss that. So, she looks again at you, Kane. A boy, a ringmaster? And are these your clowns, your jesters?
No.
Has the zone taken its effect? Yes, Lord Madeline. Nyadis, what was this act that you so wanted to see? And he looks up as if he's looking through the ceiling. There was a duet, a lyre, and a noble. Contention. One was going to run away, and not of their own choice. I had to see. And she looks at you all.
cryptic ass answer.
That's what the spell says.
I know, that doesn't mean that she's not like, what the fuck? Are these really the hard hitting questions we're asking right now?
Cain, if you did not know or were not in charge of this escapade, tell me, what was it that you were trying to take?
The orb.
I see. Natus, we're almost finished. And she gets like real close and sort of like strokes his helmet.
Ugh.
I know, every single one of us are like, oh my god.
If you knew, and she looks at you, Cain, and they knew what was happening, why is it that you failed? And Natus looks again at you, Cain, and you think you see for a moment a hint of a smile. Choices were made. Grudges run deep. It seems emotion is stronger than logic. Well then, Natus, with your last breath, what would you have us do with the child and his friends? And he looks at you and carefully stops at each one of you. Be it now or later, I am sure we will meet again. But I am not the one to judge them. And the incense leaves his body. And again, and now seeing him clearly, he looks almost like an empty sack of flesh as he sits on the chair.
He says, kill them. Just fucking die.
And they...
Oh.
And a few guards come up, roughly 8 of them, all to pick up this chair and see him out.
God.
What a scene.
Bro. The shit is...
I motion to give Aaron inspiration.
DM inspiration.
Oh, I'll take it. You don't want me to do it? I'll
Bro.
take it.
No.
Shit's
But now you have to
fucking
give it to someone else.
Okay. I'll hold on to it until I see the time. And Mother Seraphine finally stands, continue to be veiled, and Madeline hits her knees as she passes her. Mother Seraphine sort of like waves her hand over her head, and Madeline stands at attention, her head down, staring at the ground, eyes wide. Mother walks into the middle of the room. Oh, joyous night of the cloud chorus. Oh, benign malevolence of our mother. Here before me stand what I once thought were heroes, fallen like angels. If you knew, I should rephrase. I know you knew what was happening that night. Why did we not walk hand in hand in this mission? and you see just like the outlines of her face piercing through the veil, sort of like those little, those little like bead squares that you put your face on and it shows the outline.
Oh, okay. Bead things.
And she just kind of looks over you all, awaiting an answer with an emotionless face.
Mistakes were made.
Regrettable situations
We
were created.
we kept you in the dark for the reason of trying to maintain peace. We did not want the orb to fall into the wrong hands, so we went.
Go ahead.
I would like to say, Mother Seraphine, my deepest apologies, first and foremost. But as Kane mentioned, I will tell you, and you will know, that I am telling you the truth because of the zone of truth.
Because I have to.
But that works to my advantage right now. The intention, sincerely, was to make sure that the orb did not fall into the wrong hands.
And so, you killed my advisor. And it seems that your goals were in line. And she raises her hand, and sitting in it is the blue orb. This
Good. I'm glad you have it.
is the peace that you speak of. This is why my child dies. And for what? As it is still in the palace.
You take the
Well,
right one.
It's
Yeah, I had a feeling.
It's still in the palace because I chose not to teleport us 20,000 miles away. It's here because we wanted it to be here.
The plan was never to take the orb and leave Weisgard. We were going to put it back. It was a ruse against the Midnight Carnival to steal it.
And in your deception, in your choice to leave Weisgard absent, you may as well take in one of the lives of the Aetir. Why?
To
Vengeance.
be fair. Oh, God. Alright, well, you said it.
And she sort
I was
of
going to say something else just for the record later, but if you want to come back to me. But we'll explore this right now.
and she raises
We'll
her hand
explore
at
this
you,
right
Erzi. Oh.
We'll go down this road.
Your vengeance means more than peace, does it now, Cain?
No. If your peace is so waned by the killing of Niadis, then does your grief mean more than peace?
It is not grief that sits here in this trial. You, all of you, Kairos, are ambassadors of Burnwell. You were named knights of their kingdom. How are we supposed to find peace between us, knowing that they are not truly under Iltar's control? As she sort of cocks her head up to the stands.
Well, if I may, Your Highness, when we originally devised the idea to fake stealing the orb in an effort to make sure that the Midnight Carnival didn't get a hold of it, we definitely did not plan for Natius to be there.
And why
That
does
means-
that matter, Ersid?
Well, I'm glad you asked. Because when we arrived to follow through with our plan, to save the orb from falling into the wrong hands, and Yetis was there, he gave us an ultimatum. And that was to join him and fight the Midnight Carnival. And you know that this is coming from a place of truth. That I asked Natius that I told him he was misunderstanding the situation and that we needed to have a conversation. And he gave us the ultimatum of joining his side in fighting the Midnight Carnival. And we thought, as best we could in the moment, that we didn't need to fight the Midnight Carnival. They don't deserve to die. So I pleaded with Nietis to hear us out, but his ultimatum was set, and the rest is, you know.
And you hear a slam on the stone. Well, there you have it. He sides with the aggressors. Mahoa Hamiltana stands in his position. Why should they not be chopped? If it weren't for this being a kingdom that did not belong to me, you would find yourselves dead already. Mother Seraphim, why deal with these traitors? Are you like, what are you doing? Trying to like backband? What are you?
She tries to raise her hand.
And Mother Seraphine raises her hand and looks at you, Narissa.
If I may, that brings up a good point. If you wanted us truly dead, you would have just ordered it. So obviously you're hoping that there's something we can do, something we can say that will salvage this. I want nothing more than that. But I don't know what it is that you want. How do we prove to you then?
If not the zone of truth, for showing our true intentions, honestly. We wanted the best for Weisgard and Barnwell and the Moor of Dead Men. We want the best for lizard kind and non-lizard kind.
If I wanted you dead, what happens outside of Weisgard does not abide by our laws. I will be clear with you all now, as the crusades that plague Elbrin are a device of Nidus's, and I am guilty of agreeing. But in my kingdom, you will be tried fairly. Decisions will be made based on this conduction. If we simply wanted you dead in our own kingdom, I may not be able to stand as queen. But how do you propose that you can make it up to us? I see no recompense. Be it Yadis, be it Yuri, be it Sallow, be it Desiree. You have taken a life of one that I love as a child, and the city sees as a pillar of hope. This is only just under regicide, a crime of the utmost import. And what you have told me, I see as no defense. You were given the choice to stand with Viceguard. Whether you thought you needed to kill someone or not means nothing to me. And if one was going to die, it should be those who threaten the peace. And here you are, struggling to straddle a line. I do not know if I can trust you, but I do not know if I can pass death upon you all. Furthermore, and she raises the orb again as she looks away. This is only one orb. Who do you think has the second?
We do.
You do not know that this is the orb that we have confiscated from you?
Guess not.
And the other sits missing.
Well, then I can tell you who has it.
And I can tell you, you who have already neglected to stop them, how can I trust you or your compatriots to retrieve what has been stolen from us when you couldn't stop them in the first place?
Wait, I'm sorry. She's implying that there were two blue orbs and one of them was taken?
Yes. You knew there were two blue orbs. You saw the two blue orbs.
Right.
Well,
Well, here's what I would like to say, if I may. That is, and I'm being as honest as I can be. I want to ensure that the peace is kept between Viceguard and the Speaker. That is my ultimate goal. And so, do with me what you will. And I speak for myself, not for my friends. Do with me as you will, but that is the most important thing. As long as the peace is maintained and the negotiations that went on between yourself and the Speaker go through, I've succeeded. I've succeeded in ensuring peace. Now, if you're asking me what I can do, because I didn't want to die personally, so if you're asking me what I can do, I can give you my word that I'll try and get the other blue orb.
What if I
And
give
give
you
it-
mine? I was not there. I did not kill Nyadis. I had no plans to. I didn't even know that he was up there in the tower. If I had been there, I wouldn't have done it. Maybe they couldn't. Their feelings. Kane's revenge was strong. He needed to do it, I guess. I don't have those feelings. I can track down the Midnight Carnival. I will slay them and I will bring it back to you. Just please don't punish them so.
The carnival doesn't have the orb.
Who does?
The speaker.
Do you need both of them?
I don't know.
Narissa breaks accent.
I'm like, wait, what?
She's lying.
She's lying.
been putting on an accent the whole time.
Oh no, you found me out.
She just talking a normal voice whenever you're in the zone of truth.
Yeah.
Her real name is JC.
Oh
damn.
no, unmask Scooby Doo.
We're back.
I suppose I cannot say with 100% certainty that the speaker currently is in possession of the blue orb, but that is where they were taking it, was to him. Now, we've been locked in that dungeon for 9 days, so I'm assuming that they have completed their contract.
Was that the real one?
I don't know. I don't know the difference between these two orbs.
Also, was it a contract? Or was it just like it wasn't a contract between the Midnight Carnival and the speaker? At the best of my knowledge, the speaker had no idea of what the Midnight Carnival was up to. Correct?
I would assume that it was a contract because Val said that it was a job.
Yeah,
Wasn't
but
it
it's
for Emil?
They're not going to do it for free.
well, no, they're not gonna do it for free. But what I mean is, like, they had the intention of once in possession of the quarry, they would strike up a deal with the speaker. It's not that. I mean, I'm sorry, but to break character, DM. Did the speaker contract them out? Like he hired them?
I don't think you guys have any way of knowing outside of the word of Val and tragedy.
Okay, so we don't. Yeah, okay, so there's no concrete evidence, but so back in character.
He may or may not have.
Yeah, to the best of my knowledge, I mean that information was not explicitly stated whether it was a direct contract from the speaker. And the reason why I'm led to believe that it wasn't was because the speaker agreed to negotiations with the Queen. So he already had a way of getting what he wanted.
And
I
yet,
was under the impression that she was just planning to offer it for a price to him.
and there's no way of knowing if we can trust the speaker or not. But if you must, and she turns around, speaker, what do you know of the Midnight Carnival?
Dun, dun, dun.
Why were they in my palace? And what do you intend to do with the orbs? It's 24 if you need it.
Cool.
I can't. And she pauses for a second and turns around to you all. If the speaker is anyone to be trusted, this was not his contract. Furthermore, I'll have you know, in days past since Vice-God has received the orb, before my mother and my mother's mother had taken the throne, the orbs were one. No longer. We could not be trusted with them. Not alone. This was taken. Maybe not so easily, but by itself. A simple yet effective complication. You need them both.
Well, that's good.
Oh my god.
Sure glad we kept one of them safe for you then.
And she looks at you all again and settles on you again, Cain. So stands the trial of Cain Salinray, Slayer of the Nightbringer. Execution is what I would like to say. And Ho was just like, come on, kill him. And Waipo kind of stands up. So you are thinking of an alternative. And Iltar sort of stands up as well. Mother Seraphim, if I may, these four individuals have never once stood against Burnwell. They carry no ill will to my kingdom. And I mean no offense to yours. But you are diametrically opposed to these people that stand in front of you. Your values step on them like insects. There is a pressure. If my word means anything, I have had no idea of this plan. I was in no way privy to what the events of the Cloud Chorus would be.
That's true. As I say in the Zone of Truth.
Facts.
So, Mother Seraphim, whatever it is that Burnwell can offer, and she looks up, what can Burnwell offer? You are slowly being sieged upon by Arid. We have heard from Desiree and your Mother Kanaya. They are outside the walls. There have been no attacks. A parley has been asked for. And you, I assume, would expect us to aid you after your ambassadors have taken one of our lives. Cain, I ask you, will you kill the Midnight Carnival? Damn.
I shoot a look. I shoot a look at Cain.
Everyone's looking at you.
Everyone's
The
looking
whole
at Cain.
room
Yeah, everyone-
is focused
everyone
on you
is-
right now, Cain.
I'm under the zone of truth. I can't say yes.
And so be it. Salenrae. You are to be executed.
I will.
No.
You.
I will kill the Midnight Carnival.
I already offered this. I don't think it's us they want to do it.
Oh, I'm sure you two will. But can you do so carrying this weight?
Yes.
Of course.
And if Cain holds you back, what will you do with him?
Would I have to?
He'll come around.
We love the two completely different answers.
He'll come around.
He'll come around. He'll just change his mind.
I'll kill him. No, Cain will be okay.
No. No, there's two different questions. Two different questions. I will kill them. Will Cain hold you back? He'll come around.
Okay.
No, for sure. But that's still Narissa's saying, I'll kill him if I have to. And Erison's like, nah, he'll change his mind. It's like,
I mean, that's the optimistic. That's the hope, right? That's
Okay,
the like.
what-
Maybe
what-
he doesn't have to do this one, but like, you know what I mean?
Mother Seraphine, if I may, I do not wish to see Cain die. And she looks up at him. Then what do you propose? Cain, I do not know how much longer I can stand for you. And I do not know if this is an amicable arrangement. But I do know, and he looks over at Emperor Hamutano, that Weisgard has a working relationship with Paikiwanoa. Their adamantine mines
Send Kane's ass to the mines.
carry quite some value. Exile them from Weisgard. They may not return without the orb. Until then, they are enemies of the kingdom. And mine as well. They will
Okay.
work the dungeons, the mines of Paikiwanua for years.
Whoa.
Why is it all of us? It was me to be executed. You cannot exile everyone for that.
And Mother Seraphine kind of looks at you. You'll take this on alone then.
What if I stayed here and helped replace what is left? We do very similar things.
And
Wait.
Madeline just,
I mean,
No.
not take over, just help. Whatever you say.
Offer your services.
What I will just follow your orders.
no one can replace Nyadis.
I understand.
I would.
One man cannot carry enough adamantine to forge an army's armor.
I'm magic.
And your magic can only go so far, Cain. You are one man,
I assume there's other miners there.
and look how far we've come.
What do you want? Do you want us to get you the order back? We'll do it. We'll get you the order back. I will personally kill the Midnight Carnival. We will never.
What if all three of
return.
us did something completely different for a couple of years?
We will never return to Weisgard and give you the orb and kill Midnight Carnival.
You guys can roll persuasion. At disadvantage, of course.
All of us.
One of you.
It's
Well, let
gotta
Kane
be.
do it.
It's gotta be Kane. Do you have inspiration?
Nope.
I'll give you.
Oh.
I'll give you mine.
I have luck.
I'll give you.
Okay.
I'll give you mine.
I'll give you mine. I'll give you mine. Bro, we gotta make this shit's gotta be good.
Oh, it's a disadvantage, right?
Yeah.
Well,
That's so shitty. It's a 20 and a 5. I'll use luck.
Okay.
Come on.
you also have two
Two inspirations on deck.
It's only for one roll, though. It's all the same.
Yeah, it's all really the same. If you take the inspiration,
Then you could negate the disadvantage.
and I will let you just re-roll, then you don't have to spend your luck.
But it's only still going to be one die.
It's only going to be one die because all the inspiration does is get rid of the disadvantage.
Isn't that what luck
Okay, but
does?
if she
Luck
Well,
is a
hold
little
on, hold-
different. I think it gives you a re-roll of one die.
Okay, wait a second. He has disadvantage. Narissa gives him inspiration, cancels out disadvantage. I give him my inspiration.
We're not
Does that-
stacking advantage.
Okay.
We're
all right.
trying really hard.
And luck is an additional d20. It's not advantage.
Right, so just roll one more d20, but I get to take it, so regardless, it's not at disadvantage.
But you can do this without using your feet and still use the luck after if it's bad.
Okay.
Right, you can, yeah.
I'll take.
So just re-roll flat, and if you want to use luck after that, go ahead.
Another 5.
Okay, luck.
Natural 20.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh,
Kane.
God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Hell yeah.
For 29.
That's what I'm
Still might not work.
Okay. So what is your end goal here? And I'm only asking you, Kane.
Oh, okay.
I don't fucking know.
What
They said all the fucking what they said. I said that I would do it.
you said that you would do it.
I said I would go to the mine.
Okay. And you said essentially they're arguing, so you're arguing for all of them. So
You're arguing we all go to the mines?
no,
No.
no,
Oh,
no,
okay.
no,
well,
no,
well,
no,
we,
no,
we
no.
were.
Okay, understood,
Yeah.
understood.
I think Narissa and I were offering alternatives to Kane going to the mine.
Yeah.
And then you asked for a persuasion roll.
Understood.
which
Yeah.
We all just together had Kane do.
Mm-hmm.
essentially. But let me know if I'm wrong here. But it sounded like Narissa said, I will become an Etir, essentially. And Erison said, I will
Yeah.
kill the
The
Midnight,
Midnight
Carnival,
Yeah.
in place of like Kane's decision.
I think so. Yeah. I think we're all trying to martyr ourselves right now in a different way.
Oh
Yeah.
man, you guys
Yeah.
are making this hard for me. Then Kane Salenray, you have been exiled from Viceguard, from Burnwell. As of you, Nerissa. As of you, Acid. That is where your sentence ends. Bring back the blue orb, and another trial shall be held. However, Kane's sentence does not end here. You will work the mines.
I'm sorry, but it's so funny. It's not funny.
And Emperor Hamiltana, I'd rather have him dead. I do not want to take him here. And she raises her hand. Emperor, if we are to continue our relationship, you will make this one acquiescence. We do not ask of much, and you find yourself with aid. And he kind of sits down. You can kind of hear him grumbling, but he's not saying anything. And Waipo sits down as well, and he looks a little defeated. And Iltar is struggling to look at you all. So, Kairos, taking advantage of an opportune moment. It seems you all cannot live up to your name. This trial has been adjourned. We will see you out within the next ride. If we find you in Weisgard after the 20th, understand, we will not hold back. And she turns around and they escort you back to the dungeons.
Oh no, don't take me back to the dungeon.
And they put you all in one cell this time.
I start crying again. They're really gonna put you in the mines. Are you going to survive that?
Yeah, I mean, look at you, mate. You're a frail little guy.
I'll be fine. I'm only frail on the outside.
And Uasa kind of comes up to you and just hugs you. And she's sobbing silently into your robes.
I'll give her a hug back. It's gonna be fine. It's all gonna be okay. You know, you guys will get the orb and...
Yeah. Sure.
I mean, did they? Maybe I didn't catch this in the conversation, but did they say he would be released if we did all those things?
He's got to work in the mines for an undetermined amount of time.
His sentencing is not clear, but it is not essentially dependent on your actions.
It is not dependent?
It's not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
It could be affected.
This sucks.
This sucks.
There's no better way to put it.
It's okay.
If you're sure.
I mean, none of us are dead.
None of us are dead.
Could be worse.
Oh, honestly, a nice death in battle doesn't sound that bad. But
Nerissa and I we can get the orb back in
we'll fix it. We'll
a few days. I'll teleport us there.
Yeah, you're right. You can teleport. It's just me and fucking Harrison.
This is just fucking like fucking Kill Bill. We just go.
Yeah, we're gonna put all the pieces back where they belong. We'll fix it.
I hope you can.
There's no can.
I know you will.
Only do.
Right.
Trust is a choice. There is no can or cannot. For as much as they were saying it in there. If they can or can't trust us. You choose to trust someone.
You're right.
Whether it hurts you or not, whether it backfires, it doesn't matter. I trust you implicitly.
As are you.
As do I. I'm gonna put my hand in.
I'll do the same.
Put our fucking hands in.
And Uasa kind of tippy toes and gets up there.
Yeah, you get in here too. And I say, Kairos on 3.
Family on 1. Kairos on 3.
Kairos.
Kairos.
Oh shit.
Jeez.
Wow.
You turn around and you see King Iltar with a sunken face.
Same.
His eyes are a little baggy. It's hard to see him under the torchlight. Cain, why did you have to kill him?
They killed my mom.
When
Wouldn't
I
you
was
want
young.
vengeance too? Oh, go ahead.
As you were.
As a warrior, I'm not a king. I cannot say I wouldn't have done the same. You are not noble. You are not bound to any laws or kingdoms, responsibilities, crowns, whatever you would like to call it. You are free. And man is burdened by their freedom. If I had no crown, if I had no kingdom or people to protect, I hope you understand this would have gone differently. And I hope you understand why I cannot sacrifice this opportunity, even for someone as magnificent as yourself.
I wouldn't expect you to, Iltar. I didn't want you to in there.
I did my best to keep you from the guillotine. Hamadana is upset with me. And now, between Vicegard and Burnwell, I fear I may look too weak to become the husband of Desiree.
And I suggest
No.
you take your hammer and you smash those fuckers trying to come into your castle.
And he starts pacing and kind of stroking through his beard as he does when he thinks. That is my main concern. Why have they not sieged the city? What do they want? Why is my kingdom still standing? They have their rhinos, their elephants, their catapults, their trebuchets.
They come to the edge of your city with no plan and they do not tell you what they want.
I am not there. Who is
I
to
mean-
speak with them?
What was the last word? The last communication? Did Desiree say anything?
They had arrived. There is not until most likely tomorrow before I know exactly what they want from Burnwell.
What if it really is us? What if it's that shard?
The one in my bow.
Dion Sunshock saw it. And perhaps they tortured information at the Phil.
I suppose it could be.
Why send so many people though?
Right.
They could have just sent Dion and some of his lackeys.
Do you know anything about the prince?
I do not. All I am aware of is that he was slain.
Do you think that perhaps they could think that it was you?
They did already. You've seen them in Burnwell. That is why they came. And here I thought we were absolved of guilt. And knowing Aerith, they may be honorable enough to only come for me and not my kingdom.
They think it's your fault?
There is no telling. Here, this conversation is entirely speculation. Be it this shard you speak of, be it my presumed assassination of the prince, or something else.
I just think if it was the shard, they wouldn't have sent the whole army. That seems a little silly. They're always so sure they can kill us.
We do not understand Arid. Very little communication into their walls. Castle Violet is a stronghold deep within the Briarbrake Mountains.
If there is no convincing them to stop, the best course of action would be to kill their leader and leave them in a power vacuum. They would be scrambling for months, if not years. Not that that's easy, just...
No, it was only so easy to get his son. There was a proposed assassination on the Raphael. And a long time ago, maybe not so long, it was before I was king of Burnwell. But in Yunjadia, the elven kingdom on Bianom, their prince was also assassinated. Emperor Wansaline decided it was best to cut off all contact between our continents. Every once in a while, the gnomes may find themselves making their way to Elburn as merchants. But upon the assassination of Luren Wansaline, Yunjadia reacted in a very similar way as what you propose. I wonder if any of this is connected at all. Or if this is the ramblings of one driven mad by the crown.
Things are strange here. I wouldn't exactly say that.
I fear I may not have much more time in here. Prove to me that I will see you all again. Cain, when I see you outside of those mines, you better look strong enough to be one of my hammers.
Gonna be boss now?
Oh, I'm sure I will.
Narissa, your drive for peace, your kindness, and your sense of justice is something that goes beyond what you say. You embody all of these values, and I see it clearly. I know that as long as you are on our side, we have hope. Ersid, a man with no home, who somehow found it again with his friends. And he seems to have found more as he looks over at Uwasa. You have nothing to lose. And they say, a man is most dangerous in this state. I know that your arrows strike true. So aim well. When you see the carnival, they will not see you coming.
It will be done.
And Kairos, live up to your name and strike when the iron is hot. as we say in Burnwell. I will see you again, and hopefully not as exiles.
Maybe sooner than you think.
And he smiles, and you can see one tear drip down his cheek as he wades off into the darkness. A few more days passed.
Bro, they gotta let us out of this bitch or we can't go do the thing.
Until you are finally escorted by Madeline Nightflower and the Night's Watch. They take you to the kingdom's walls, to the gate that leads back to the Pleasant Wood. Sal was there. You see the same stone palanquin that carried Emperor Hamutana and his entourage of dwarven soldiers. The Night's Watch take you, Narissa, and Ersid out of your shackles and give each of you a sack filled with your equipment. And Kane, you are latched to the back of the palanquin by a chain.
Figured.
Oh.
Sallow comes up to you, Narissa, his eyes tearing up. I couldn't not see you off.
I would have been mad if you hadn't.
I can't have. I would not like to be on the other side of your age.
Mm-mm. It turned out just as it was supposed to, I suppose.
I don't know about that. But I do know that you'll come back. So come back to me in one piece.
Because you asked.
And he kind of like looks away and wipes his eyes. And he holds you tightly, tighter than he ever has for a long time. Not enough to hurt you. And he kisses you. And he doesn't stop.
Says, y'all, this shit is tight.
I don't think that's what's happening at all.
No, she's just like kissing people's tight.
Oh, that's okay, fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
She's just realizing that.
Yeah.
And he lets go of you, eyes just draining.
Don't cry.
Too late. Be
And I
safe.
go up to Sallow.
You go up to Sallow, he looks at you, he raises an eyebrow, starts wiping his face.
And I slap a hand on his shoulder.
Acid, you sure know how to ruin a moment.
I'm not allowed to have a moment. I'm trying to have a moment with you.
What is it you want, Acid?
Just make sure that the peace negotiations between the Speaker and the Vice Guard are adhered to.
Rest assured, Acid. We will strive for peace. If not in the name of Vice God, then yours.
Did they give Kane's stuff back to him?
No,
Did they give it to us?
they may have.
Yes, can we have it?
Can we have
please?
You guys are gonna start looking through your shit right now.
Look, he's got the sending stone. I might as well give it to Sallow.
I'm gonna roll.
Hey, he's got shit I can use.
I mean,
He's got shit. Look, if they're not gonna give it back to him,
if this is above a 50%, they will have trusted it with you. Otherwise, they're gonna just get rid of it.
no, that sucks.
no.
No, please.
I can't open. I'll open
Please,
roll
God.
this for you
Please,
guys. I
God.
can't do it for the stream.
Please, God.
No. Oh, they don't want this to happen.
Oh my God, please.
Oh my god.
What is... No! That's...
Oh my god.
That's a big no.
No! Why would you guys do that? Why would you get rid of his stuff? You could have...
Why would they return it to the people who are being exiled for their kingdom?
Well, because, like, I have one
Because we
half.
have a task.
I
We
have
a
one
task
half
now to
of the
do.
sending stone, so they couldn't have at least given me the other half? Because I have one half of it. So they would have given me back one half.
It would be in your stuff, and they would see it. But I did say 50%.
But that's the only thing I want.
And so there's a good chance they just took them both.
No! I said, hey, I had a sending stone in there.
I don't think you could argue. I don't think there's anything. I think it just makes more sense. I gave you the 50%. They took them both.
Fucking assholes.
You don't have the sending stones. One of them belonged to Cain. They're like, this is
Fucking-
strange.
Ooh. At least I have my stuff, I guess.
Yeah, fucking at least we have our stuff.
And Sallow leaves begrudgingly. And you are left. It's you and Cain before they shove off to the dwarven country of Paikiwanua.
Maybe you'll see Vincent while you're there.
Something tells me he's not gonna be in the mine.
I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe. Well,
Sorry it turned out this way, mate.
it's okay. Well,
I have a tendency for letting my brothers get lost. And I intend on righting that wrong as of today.
you'll find him. And you know exactly where I'll be.
Yeah.
I'll check in on you guys
Please do.
every
Mm.
day.
Uwasa says, she kind of just runs up, gives you another hug, and looks at you and just kind of like points at your head, points at your shoulders, and points up.
Keep my head on my shoulders. Keep my head up.
Both.
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 And Uwasa's like, yeah, and does two thumbs up.
We might not see you until after the war. That is my guess. If there is to be one.
Don't fucking die.
Me?
And then I say, me?
Oh, yeah, you.
Yeah, well.
I can't die. I have people to protect and people to see again.
If anything, this is the best case scenario because if there's anyone between the three of us that was gonna die in the war, it would
have been you. That's so
good
true,
thing that
actually.
you're-
That's facts, bro.
Good
Just-
thing you're.
Just shit all over me
Yeah.
before I leave.
We're just... No. Look. See you again.
I'll see you again.
Fucking bitch. And I punch him
God!
You punch Cain?
in the shoulder really hard, yeah.
Oh, roll damage.
My arm is broken.
Roll damage, it would be...
You said roll hard.
Yeah, it would be 4.
It'd be
It
four
would be 4
damage.
damage.
Okay.
Something to remember me by.
Ow. I could have taken something else. Puts me at 69 health.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
That's pretty funny. I don't think I have anything, honestly. That would be like...
I
So
don't think
she'll...
I have anything to hold it with.
That's fair. So she'll pull out one of the hand axes that she has and slice through a piece of that kind of opal blue hair. and braid it into yours.
Aw.
Cute.
And you all say your goodbyes. Cain, taken along with the dwarves through the pleasant wood and closer to the cold north, closer than you've ever been. That cold buries deep through your skin, into your bones, almost to your heart. But Umbra, who occasionally sits on your shoulder throughout your travels, does her best to keep that heart warm. Nerissa and Airsid push on as they try once again to search for the Midnight Carnival and to procure the blue orb. Nightfall hits. You've set up camp. You're off to bed. And Airsid, you feel something. It's
Don't you do it. Don't you do it now.
something that weighs on you heavy. It's like when you know someone so well that you can recognize their breathing, the way they step across the land.
Don't do it.
Who's doing it?
And you hear a voice. Hey there, big brother. I just thought I would let you know something. The messengers are so close.
Close. Close to what?
You wait a minute as the wind blows, the breeze passing through your tents. I found something very special. I think it could be of aid to all of us. I hear there's a war coming. Do you want our help?
That depends.
That depends.
Where are you?
In the cold north. And I'm sure I could pull enough strings to stay put. We're going somewhere very special. I think Weisgard would love to hear about it. So,
Yeah. For
if
real.
you really want to find me, you'll meet us between time and space in the Twilight Vale. And with that, we're going to end our session today, guys.
Oh my god. Oh my
I hope
god.
you guys had a good time. Thanks for hanging out. This was super fun. We will see you guys next Monday, most likely. And if not, enjoy your day, enjoy your weekend, and enjoy your Pride Month. We'll see you guys next time.
Jesus Lord. That shit was crazy.
That shit was crazy.